All right, so we're going to do a little loving kindness session today, but we're going to throw in something interesting. About midway through, I'm going to show you how to do past lives meditation. And of course, you're not going to experience any past lives, but you may get a feel for how this works. It can be a very powerful kind of meditation. It puts your mind, it kind of sends it backwards into a very deep space, but that's not going to happen immediately. Typically, what the instructions are to get your meditation going and get to a good spot, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes of meditation so your mind is calm and things are going okay. You don't want to get too deep into your meditation because it is a contemplation type meditation. And what happens is if you get a little bit too high up into too out there, your thoughts disappear and you can't really consider memories. Memories don't show up. So you don't want to like sit for an hour and then do it. You want to sit for a little while and then you want to try it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through a little guided meditation for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to switch over and we'll just try a little bit of this past lives meditation, and I'll give you all instructions as we go. And it's quite easy. It's a little bit different. So let's so please get comfortable. Relax your body. You never want to jump into your meditation. You want to just kind of let it come to you. Many times people will sit down and they'll go, "Well, let's get meditating. We've got a lot of work to do." No, that really is not the way to do it. Just relax and check out what's happening in the room. What's happening in your body. What's happening in mind. If there's activity, just let it be active. Don't control it. Just like when you take boiling water off the stove and you turn the heat off, gradually that all the bubbles disappear. And that's what we're doing by closing our eyes and just letting things simmer down. Now let's get a little smile on your face. It doesn't have to be big, just a little bit of a smile, and feel that smile. Feel that smile in your heart. Feel it in mind. Feel it coming from your eyes. And feel your whole body smiling. Now I want you to envision a baby just sitting on your chest, holding the baby, looking into its eyes, feeling this love, this loving kindness. The baby is completely innocent. There's just nothing but a big bunch of love there. And feel that. Notice how the feeling feels in your heart. If you notice the feeling in your heart, pay attention to that. That's what we want. Feeling in the mind, in the head, or elsewhere is okay, but really looking to deepen the feeling in the heart. Think of love, think of loving kindness. We are doing the Brahma Viharas, which is the first one is loving kindness, metta. It's also in Sanskrit. Metta is metta, friendliness. So friendliness, loving kindness. And wish that baby some loving kindness. Reflect back. It doesn't have to be a baby. We have a nice cat here who just likes to sit on our chest, get scratched. And just feel that warm feeling. And that's it. Just let yourself be in the feeling. And give that feeling to yourself. Put yourself in this bubble of loving kindness. You deserve it. You're doing the right thing. You're doing wholesome actions. You're following the path to improve yourself. You do deserve this. Hopefully, you're following precepts. You're meditating. So give this loving kindness to yourself. And just sit inside the feeling. And I want you to let that feeling to just take over, just become loving kindness. Radiating this warm feeling. Notice everything vibrates, but smile into that vibration. Don't get lost too much in just sensation. Make sure there's a smile behind all of this. Now let's direct some of that loving kindness to everybody in the group that's online. Just put them in your bubble. Bring them into your bubble. If your mind wanders, just notice that it's gone and release that. Relax. Let that distraction be there. And as it weakens, don't pay attention to it. And come back and re-smile. Come back into your bubble of loving kindness. Now that we're in our bubble, we're going to try something new. We're going to go back into our memories. And we're going to go back hour by hour, day by day, year by year, all the way to the beginning. But it won't be perfect. It'll just be a little bit at a time. So now I want you to think about how you felt when you got up this morning. You woke up and just see that moment. Don't really get into it. Don't think about it. Just be with that vision of when you got up. And what did you do next? Think of if you had breakfast, think of that. What did you have? What were you wearing? Now go back to last night. Did you have a dream? Do you remember it? If not, just let your mind be there. Don't dredge around in it. Just put your mind to last night. That's all. And you might think of a dream you had, and that might lead to another thought of another dream. And that's good. Now I want you to think last night, before you went to bed, what did you do? Did you read? Watch something? What was it? What were you wearing at the time? Where were you? What chair were you sitting in? What did you have for dinner? Where did you eat it? What were you drinking with it? Who was with you? And just let your mind be in that space. It's almost like you just let yourself go back there. What did you do yesterday afternoon? What did you have for lunch? Where did you have it? Who was with you? What was the weather like? What did you do in the morning, yesterday morning? How were you feeling when you woke up yesterday? So sometimes you, at this point, starts to get a little murky. So you have to kind of remember what day it is. Today's Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. So what did you do Friday? You can kind of put a framework on this, because otherwise it just all blends. Just think of anything Friday. And just be there. It might generate something else. Now your mind may bring up some memories of quite long ago, and that's okay. So let them come up. And just be with those memories. Maybe it's a memory of being in high school. It's kind of like a movie screen. You kind of just look around and see what was happening at the time. One thing leads to another. You remember a teacher, then you remember some sports, then you remember something else. And if it's blank, then just redirect your mind to remember something. Just look without trying to push too hard. But once that disappears, come back more into the present and pick up where you left off. You remember what you did Thursday. Wednesday. Have another memory from your past come up that's a long time ago. Let that be there. And go in that. What was happening? What were you wearing? Who was there? See if you can bounce off that memory to another memory. After a while, your memory it improves, it gets better. At first, It's just surface memories, memories that seem to kind of be your box full of memories that you seem to have. If somebody says, remember back when you're a child, you have certain memories that you just that will come to the surface. But what we want to do is get a little bit more into, different memories, new ones. They're a little bit deeper. Which means you have to allow the space for those to come up. And once that's kind of run out of steam, then come back to the present and kind of try to find a memory from the, recent past, from like this week. And just start off that from there.